Hello there, Aquarius. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Aquarius for August of 2020. We're 8 months into the year already. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Makes all of us Aquarius named Frankie, I suppose, for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't think these cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme or overall view. Now, I have a short message for us, and it feels like a lot of our energy or our focus this month is going to be going to balance, like balancing the budget, balancing household accounts, balancing finances, that type of energy, making sure everything's right. It's put together, it's right. Taking care of household things, house and properties, things like that for the entire month. We have a little blip here in our card, but I don't feel, I feel like we're in tune with ourselves and we know what's happening and what's going on, and we're like clearing things up to make sure that, like all decks are clear is the word that I'm hearing. I have everything in order, basically. Don't know what that's going to mean to us, but it's probably something we need or want to do for the month. Maybe a lot of us are going back to work pretty soon. Let's hope so. We've been out for a long time. We have good words. They're resilience, awakening, light, risk, and joy. And I do feel that awakening energy, that's us. I think that we're just like all of a sudden somebody woke us up, or we're in tune or in touch. We have some interesting cards here, a couple tough ones actually, but nothing that we can't get over or that we can't, for we Aquariuses, we always work through it type energy, and we'll figure it out in the end. We got the Six of Pentacles, and that's excellent. That's when all of our problems are solved. Maybe because we did a lot of balancing act there. Problems are solved, have plenty, or will have plenty to share and spare. We can afford some kind of little charitable act if we want. Income being steady, security, stable, being in a balanced position of our concerning our income and our outgoes. So we're using our prosperity to kind of help others maybe where we can. So there's a time of good that's coming to us and good going out from us. And it's immaterial terms because these are pentacles. It's money type energy. So or earth plane things, physical material goods. So this is pentacle energy. It's good going in, good coming right back out again. In a position to take some kind of an action, we might contribute some monies to some type of a charity or something like that. We'd be experiencing abundance this month, prosperity, personal gratification, feeling kind of, what is it I want to say, right with ourselves right now, right with the world, getting things basically together. And I think that a lot of we Aquariuses, that's the way we are. We just get it done. I don't think people understand that about us because we're always forward thinking, but we're more of the mind of let's get it done, get it cleared off of the plate most of the time. But this is Three of Pentacles. So now we have more material energy coming into us once again, which is excellent, right? So this is someone who already has developed some type of a talent or a profession or some kind of trade. Usually there's two people on here. On the card, this deck doesn't show them where the people are conferring with this person. about coming together with us, showing us how to run a project, or will you give us advice on something, because they about a future action, like when you're going to cooperate in some kind of a business business matter or business deal and work on it together, or acquiring like marketable skills, preparing ourselves for action for some of us in the real world, like just getting out of just graduating or going back to school, maybe for some of us to upgrade some kind of a skill, or to even just basically change our whole career to do something better. We've all been through a really trying time. Maybe what was working before is not, in a manner of speaking, going to work for us when we come out on the other side of the door. So we're enterprising, we're interested in some type of a particular area of commerce. We're all different, Aquarius is, or a specific type of business, specific type of trade, whatever that is. And because of that, we can like anticipate a rise in our earnings, a rise in our prestige, a rise in like generally a rise in our kind of like our abilities to, or our, how do I want to say this? Our abilities to produce through our own innovation, or our own, how do I want to say, our own actions. Now we get the blips. We got 2 blips in a row. Don't we always got to have a blip? First blip is a 3 of swords, and that may be what's giving us this kind of energy. So 3 of swords energy is a tough one, because it's like separation, divorce. Usually it means severance of some type of a relationship. Could be a partnership, a friendship, something like that. But with the 3 of Swords energy, the sense of it is that it was actually needed, but some kind of a friendship, even an alliance of a business type of alliance. And even though there's sorrow about it, it needed to be finished. So we'd be feeling the kind of pain or sorrow of having to do it, but knowing that we would have had to. For others of us, this could be like a third party coming into a situation and breaking up a marriage or a relationship that I really felt was stable. But if we look backwards with this card, what it tells me, if I look backwards with it, whatever it was really time to let go. And usually hindsight is 2020. So some of us will be going through it. Some of us, this could have already happened to us. But the best thing to do with this is to allow that old energy like to disintegrate, and don't try to hold on to the past. Because even as nasty as the card itself looks, and clouds above it and everything, there is light behind it. We have the word light in our words this month, and we have the word awakening. So even if this is painful, it was something that was needed and probably required for our growth and our forward momentum, and for us to heal if we were having any kind of a, let's say, a trying situation, or a situation that was wearing on my energy. Because our next card here could be, actually this can be us. We got the Page of Swords. That's going to be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. So we're showing up in our own reading, and we're showing up in our reading directly after this 3 of Swords energy. The Page of Swords energy can get to be a tough one. Page of Swords is real cocky type energy. See, looking straight ahead, has that sword out in front of him, knowing full well it can defeat any enemy behind it. Not even one little ounce of fear. So it's going to be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, male or female. For some of us, that may be someone outside of us. But the card itself, it could be we're taking a risk at some kind of a mental level or a new line of thought, that kind of energy. But it's the energetics of self-confidence, right? And knowing that he or she can defeat any enemy whenever it appears. So actually, if this is used in an appropriate way, if this is us showing up in our own reading, it's a good energy. If it's someone outside of us, it could be a little bit leery because it can bring messages of problems, difficulties, things like that relating to someone we know, an offspring, somebody like one of our kids or a younger person sometimes, maybe failing an exam, getting into trouble with the law. The Page of Swords energy brings an element of experimentation with it. So either us or someone else around us behaving in some type of a risky type manner that could cause some type of a problem, because this particular page is motivated by unconventional activity, you know, just it can be, if it's used appropriately, it's going to be strong, self-confident energetics, I'm sure of myself type energetics. If it's being used wrongly, then it can be that real arrogant type and not caring who I hurt in that manner. The other thing, the Page of Swords energy, and Capricorn got this same card. And the other thing about this card, Page of Swords energy can be a gossip. The Queen of Swords, I just told this to Capricorn a couple minutes ago. Queen of Swords energy is once the facts and the facts only. It's a mental type energy. You don't go to the Queens of Swords and cry and boo-hoo and say, John hurt my feelings, blah, blah, blah. If they're our boss, we'd want to go to them and say, John did this, this, and this. They only want the facts. It's not that they don't care, they just want the facts. They don't want any blubbering or things like that. They ask questions, the right questions, get the answers they want, and don't give them any extra. The Page of Swords, on the other hand, is a question asker that never shuts up. It's that irritating kid in the corner that keeps asking and asking and asking until you want to slap them. And they divulge information that they should have kept their lip zipped. So it's a person that finds out that Julie got in trouble at work and comes to me and says, guess what, Julie got in trouble and they got called into HR, blah, blah, blah. And I say, it's none of my business what happened with Julie. I'm not involved in it. They go to the next person, say the same story, gossip energy. And the next person says, who told you that? And they say, Aquarius told me. So it might be an energetics of watch what I say also. Now you'll know if this is me, I'm the Aquarius, that maybe talked a little bit too much and spilled my beans and someone else was over here and they're listening. I don't want to do that this month. I also want to be self-confident because I got all this Three of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles energy in there, and the next card that's coming up. Like that I can do whatever it is I need to bring forth whatever it is I want. Now, used in that manner, yeah, then it's good. It's maturing the page into the King or the Queen type energy, because our next card here is the Empress, and that's real ability for nurturing. It's new things. Maybe we could be nurturing people, actually, like nurturing our kids because they're home from school, our spouse, things like that. Maybe someone, it was recuperating with that Three of Swords energetics in there, and we're taking care of them. being supportive of a spouse. It can also refer to pregnancy. If the Page of Swords could be taking some kind of risky activity and they come home and say, guess what, Mom, Dad, I got pregnant. Oops, that it could be that kind of activity, or it could be the desire for pregnancy. In that case, we would be, some of us may be getting pregnant there. The Page of Swords is our risk word down here. This is our word joy and resilience. I'm strong, I'm capable, I have the ability to take care of these other people, and it's appropriate for me to do that, giving that nurture, because I have the inner strength, the capacity to do that, or the ability to do it without depleting myself. And that's kind of like the key to it. So creative ideas, creative endeavors, births of children, or birth of a child, or birth of a new business maybe that I may decide to do on my own with that Three of Pentacles, come out and be an expert at something, so I can have more sufficiency in my budget, and it balances out a lot better. So some of us, it may be that. I want to say though, and I said that with another one of the signs, when this is upside down, I'm giving too much. Now we have that Three of Swords energy in there. We want to maintain balance and the light and joy in our heart, that awakened energy. If I'm giving too much, I'm zapping my own resilience. And Spirit told me to turn this upside down. So some of us may be a lot of us may be just like on this path of, whoops, I'm losing I got my cards stuck under the computer. Some of us may be on a path where, we are making good, where we have the capacity to give and help and serve others, like our Six of Pentacles energy, or if the Page of Swords was having some kind of problem, to help them make it through, the energy. We just feel that really, how do I want to put this? I feel a really, even with the Three of Swords energy in there, I feel real uplifted energy. Like versus me looking at the pain, I am looking at the light that's behind it, and making the decisions that I need to make for my forward momentum from this moment. So it's the energetics that feels like that, you know, and I'll take a risk, like the Page of Swords, I would take a risk, but only if it is the appropriate risk for me. Because remember that original message, it's like I woke up, all my light bulbs are on, so I would know where there was a risk. Oh gosh, our angel card is changing direction. That's quite interesting, isn't it? It says the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected above and from above now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcome. Guess what's on the card? I don't know if I can get the glare. A baby. Yeah, a baby. Stork dropping the baby out of the sky, and we got the Empress energy. I know we all can't be getting pregnant, but a lot of us may be just changing the direction of whatever way we were going. Maybe or whoops, I went right past it. What did I do here? Yeah, I went past what I was doing here. Changing the direction of our life and deciding this is what I want to do in the future, and this is going to make me be able to be more charitable, more giving, more conferring my abilities, my knowledge, and my wisdom to serve and help others. Says this card signifies that you've had a change of heart. That's our Three of Swords energy that altered the direction of your life in a positive way. Your old ways of living no longer interest you, and you find yourself avoiding friends and pastimes that previously attracted you. You desire a lifestyle and a career that will better fit the new interests and passions. The angels are guiding you through this time of transition. The law of attraction ensures that you will manifest wonderful new opportunities and relationships. You're starting a new phase in your life, the birth of a new project in the works. Pregnancy, birth, or the adoption of a child possible. New element in your life is a blessing, even if it doesn't make sense right now. Blessing in disguise. Good Lord, Aquarius. Those are the ones that always scare me. Well, Aquarius, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. Excuse me, I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, if you just want to go neb about me, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information is down below the screen over at the website. Over at the website are 2 short videos. One explains the prayer class that I put out there for you, the other the sutras. Prayer class explains how and why you format prayers the way you do, and it's 2.5 hours long. It's real comprehensive. The sutra classes are simple thought forms you put into meditation. It takes 5 minutes, enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. So to all of you I've met through 4 whole years of YouTube's now, and everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.